Welcome to a special edition of Highlights. And we know candlesticks work well in all markets, Forex, equities, and so forth, overseas markets, on weekly and daily and intraday charts. But many traders and investors forget that candlesticks can be used for their primary purpose, that is timing when to enter or exit a trade. And timing is so important when you're trading options because you have time value working against you. So what I'm going to look at in this highlights is we're going to be looking at candlesticks for options. And one of the major benefits for those who trade options should know this or will know this is options make it very easy to short, very hard to short in the equity markets. But with options, you could short very easily. And I'm going to show you one of the strategies you could use for using candlesticks to get great potential option trades from the bearish side. So here we have a bearish engulfing pattern. This happens to be picked up by Nison candle scanner, NCS. That's why it's a minus C. It's a bearish engulfing pattern. And by the way, I don't have a market on here or when it was. I did that. I removed it because candles are universal. It doesn't matter when we use them, what market or what time frame. So here we have a bearish engulfing pattern. We also have a doji over here. And notice the doji over here, that's potential resistance based on the close. But we're focusing on the bearish engulfing pattern. And the bearish engulfing pattern, the higher the bearish engulfing pattern becomes resistance. So yeah, you could think about shorting it over here. Nothing wrong with that. But what we could do is use one of the strategies with candlesticks with the concept that many candlestick signals, especially the engulfing patterns, could be used in this case as resistance, just as the bullish engulfing pattern could be used potentially as support. So here we have a bearish engulfing pattern. So what you could do is just set up an alert on whatever charting system you use. For those of you who have our Nison Candle Scanner software, we recommend either NinjaTrader or Trade Navigator because those are both free. But anyway, so you could set up an alert whenever the market gets to near this resistance area, in this case 216, you'd be alerted. So here the market is at resistance. Would you do a bearish trade here, even an option trade? Yes or no, and why or why not? And you can put the player on pause and think about it. And the answer is you could probably think about doing it very lightly. That's one of the advantages of options. If you're wrong and the market does close above resistance, say above 216, I'd give myself a few dollars leeway. Let's say 218. At least the premium would, because it's not a one-to-one premium with the underlying contract, at least you're going to not lose dollar for dollar. But personally, I would look at this and say to myself, okay, the market's at resistance, but there's no hint of the bears are losing steam. In fact, there's a very strong candle. Look at this. Open near the low and closed near the high. Very long, tall, white real buy. Bullish momentum. Now, let's see what happens after. So here, the market, and we'll look at this a little bit later on, the market starts breaking down. So what you could do here during intraday, if you happen to be watching the market, as it starts moving down, you could think about shorting it because now we're having resistance confirmed during the next session. So one strategy, for example, might be, and I know many of you trade weekly options, you could buy a weekly option for 210. Okay, a 210 put, because my target, I'd want to get in the money, and my minimum target would be down here. So you can think about a 210 put. You pay theoretically 160, and it worked out great. Although the market reached our target over here, look what happened. It exceeded it, and the only time we got a bottom reversal signal was this bullhotomy, a small real body and a big real body. So you could exit on this session here, on this day here, and at that point, the put would theoretically be worth 820. Very nice percentage return. And even if you waited for the end of the session over here to buy a put, rather than doing it intraday, wait for the official close here, or near the close, or even the next session's opening, it still would work out really well. Because not only do you have the market moving in the bearish trend, which you had predicted with the failure at resistance, but you also have implied volatility picking up. And that's a strong asset with bearish trades and options. That's one of the reasons why this trade could have worked out so well because not only do you have the market moving in a direction, but you likely have implied volatility also increasing, thus increasing the value of the long put. So when you exit, you have greater profits. So options are just one of the many, many products we have on our Memorial Day sale. I just want to give you a heads up on this for those of you who missed me talking about it yesterday when we did the market analysis, markets of your choice. It's only for a few days. You could save 20% on just about any product, including the options packages and our Forex packages and everything else, our software, with the exception of our website, of our paid member site, mycountercharts.com. All you got to do is put in president when you order. And if you have any questions about which product is right for you, you can contact Paul at countercharts.com. And one of the things we did to make it easier for you to help pick out the correct product is go to this link. And when you go to this page here, not only do you see a short 6-minute video detailing about what the offer is and all the options, but you're going to get a little question and answer, and by putting your answers in, it'll help filter out which of our many products and services will best meet your needs. So thanks for joining me. Hopefully this was useful. And again, if you have any questions about our President's Day sale, contact Paul at countercharts.com. Have a great day.